Well, as you can see, I'm taking a break from the FJs for a hot minute, but I have all these old tools, not these over here, I'm talking about these right here. I was just going to talk about these wrenches right here and their weird sizes, but I am going to talk about this right here. This is a 1/2-inch drive ratcheting wrench. Now, I don't know the year on this. I know my grandfather had this thing before, and he used it for many years. My dad used it for many years, and then I sort of use it. But I took it apart, and it was completely ungreased, as you can see. The gears, the splines look a little worn. As you can probably see that. A little bit worn. It still holds up pretty good, and still you can put some torque on it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to re-grease what's left in here. As you can see, a little worn out in there. You can see that there's no grease in there. Hasn't been greased for many times. I don't even know if it originally had grease. Doesn't matter. I'm still going to grease it. So we'll go ahead and get the grease. The general all-purpose STP grease straight from the local parts distributor. As you can see there. Do I need to do it? No. Does it need to be done? No. Should I be doing it? Probably not. I'm freaking lazy. What do you want me to say? Well, I guess I wouldn't be lazy if I'm doing it, you know. Interesting. Anywho, let's go ahead and grease this. Let me get my stolen glove from when the doctor wasn't in the office. I don't think they care. I wonder if I get big meat hooks, so these things don't really fit properly. Dang it. Yeah, I think I picked the wrong size. Why do I always do this? I don't know. Whatever. Alright. Yeah, whatever. So, as you can see how this thing works is, once this thing is in here, come on, you son of a gun. Get in there. Alright. And so it locks this way, and then when you turn it this way, wait, it goes that way, counterclockwise. So there's a spring in here, there's a ball detent, and this triangle looking doohickey sort of prevents it from turning the way you don't want it to turn. Get it? Pretty easy. Anywho, so I guess the next thing we do is we just stick it in there like that. And then, I have an idea. So what I'm going to do is take some grease here, stick it in here. I think that's enough. And then grab this, stick that in there, get grease everywhere. Okay, now we know it's greased up, all good and like taters. And then we go ahead and stick this. Well, I guess we can clean it off. No would it hurt to do that. I guess there was grease at one time. Not anymore in the last 60, 70 years. Yeah. I think, what is it? My grandfather died in, 73. I was born in 75, so... So yeah, he had this for a long, long time. It just goes to show you that old tools still work. Like those two. So, go ahead and put that back on. Like that. What do I do with my screwdriver? I don't know. No need to tighten it down too much. That's good. Get a rag. Clean that up. Yeah, there's some weird hieroglyphics etched in here. It says 531, and then what is this? Let's see. Never really looked at these things. I don't know. I think it's a swear word. I kind of doubt it. I hope not. I actually hope so, really. But like I said, I think, okay, don't hold this to me. I think this half-inch drive ratcheting wrench is at least, and you can take this to the bank, 60 years old. It is a Walden 1160 made in the USA. So I don't know what Walden tools are, but apparently it could be. I'll do some more research and do another video on if I'm correct or not. I should be. We're going to put this guy right here. Now, let's look at this. You see that right there? 25-30 seconds. Never heard of that before. It's like a 3/4, a little bigger. Not my much though. I don't know why. This is a, looks like I think it says Dunlap. I don't know. Yeah, this is a Dunlap. I don't know how would you call this. It's a combination. It's a box end wrench. It's not a combination. I have a few of those, but it's a Dunlap box end wrench that's canted out at 90 degrees or some crap, and then 3/4 on this side. So we know that one. That's the Dunlap. This one right here is a Plumb, P-L-U-M-B, made in the USA. Also a 25-30 seconds and a 3/4. A little bit longer. I don't know how old this Plumb tool is. I assume, since it came from my grandfather, possibly my dad, so I would just say at least 50 years old at that. Then we got this other longer 1 inch and 5/16 box end wrench. It's a, let's see, it's a Williams Super Bench forged in USA chrome alloy. And then the number 4033 Charlie, or C. Pretty interesting. I've used them a few times. Not on that, because it's not on, that one here, because it's, well, you know, metric, because Toyota. Kind of like metric tools, but, you know, I can use both, so it's not a big deal for me. Other people out there are a little more fanboys of metric or standard. Did you also know that there's British standard? Which are different. Yeah, because I used to work on a Fokker F-27, and I think a lot of the sizes were British standard, or British whatever. And then finally, we do have a 7/8 and 3/16 box end wrench, and this is a Craftsman. I assume, again, this is at least 50 years old. I'll just stick with that that term, 50 years old. So all these tools right here are 50 years old. Let's go grab a few more out. And from the files of 25-30 seconds, here we go, another one. On the opposite side is a 7/8. So what I assume is that a 25-30 seconds is right in the middle between a 3/4 and a 7/8. What you use the 25-30 seconds for, who the heck knows? Maybe some industrial purpose, or at some time 50 years ago they decided a 25-30 seconds nut or bolt was useful. No idea. So that's that one. That's also a Dunlap forged in the USA. We got another one here. This is a Craftsman. They kind of look similar, as you can see. Don't know why. But this one's a 3/4 and a 13/16. Interesting. Let's see. This is 3/4. This is 25-30 seconds. So 13/16 and 25-30 seconds are not really the same size, kind of, sort of. Yeah, again, these tools right here are, would you call them an antique? I don't know. I just call them old. But they still work. Just not really on that. And then finally, as you can see, this is my grandfather's initials, CLP. Obviously, I won't tell you what was his name because some people in YouTube world and just the world in general are crazy as shithouse rats. Anywho, yeah, my grandfather stenciled a lot of his, actually all of his tools. But this one is a 1232 Plum, made in USA. I don't know what that is, but yeah, my grandfather actually put his initials, but he spelled his last name on here. He actually, for you youngins out there, he actually wrote it in cursive. Let's see if I can show it. You really can't see with the phone, the GoPro here, but yeah. Other than that, that's just a quick, I guess, first video of the old tools that I have. I have tons of stuff like this. I think I have a bunch more 25-30 seconds. Why? Who the heck knows? It's interesting, though, because a lot of times, you know, if you're a mechanic and you have old tools, you'll still keep them and, you know, look after them. And, I mean, again, all the chrome plating on this is just freaking gone. But it still works. It's worn. I mean, if I look at the teeth in here, this thing has been either corroded, which it is, or used a lot in some sort of purpose because it's really, really used. And if you look at this one, all the teeth in here, they're not rounded. They're pretty sharp. Interesting, as I say. But yeah, again, it's just a quick, you know, down and dirty of some old tools that I have for my grandfather, who was born in, God, what was it? I think he was born in the 20s. I think so. I think he was part of the lost generation. I think. I don't know, but yeah. Thank you for seeing this video and checking out some old tools. And go down in the comments below and see if you know, you have any stories, some old tools and some other tools that you have. Some other odd sizes, like 25-30 seconds, possibly 13/16. I know that's still common-ish in today's world, but go ahead and hit like, subscribe, all the other shenanigans. And hopefully, if I get 500 subscribers, I can go to Sikeston, Missouri and race that one, which it only does about 55 to 60 miles an hour. See you later, folks.